Hello, everybody. This is
I
Marlon.
just want to say thank you to all of our pharmacists
Happy
all across
Sunday.
the world. Thank you so much. We don't.
The CDC is now recommending the Pfizer vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. What does that mean? What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? And how you can help in the battle against misinformation with our good friend, Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy. Started? We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, a lot's happened since you and I last chatted.
Yeah, now we have the vaccine that is more widely available for kids, and that's a topic I really want to dive into. But first, let's talk about this misinformation toolkit that you've published. Tell me more about it.
And we did that not because how misinformation is new, but because in the last few years we've seen a dramatic increase in the
Hey, I don't watch
scale, the
that.
speed, and sophistication.
Air. For TrueSense, it is more than what we breathe. At TrueSense, we created an air purifier to give us cleaner.
You have to go back.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney conspiracy theories. For this list, we're looking at the most famous and mind-blowing fan theories that have been conceived regarding Disney and Pixar films, whether or not they have since been disproven. Since we'll be diving deep, there will be spoilers. Which of these theories do you find the most convincing? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Mother Gothel is the evil queen. Tangled and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs contains one of the most iconic Disney villains in the evil queen. And if this theory holds any water, we might just show up in Tangled as well.
Who now is the fairy?
The theory posits that both stories take place in southern Germany, and that the events of Tangled occurred over 200 years after Snow White. Gothel also supposedly faked her death at the end of Snow White, and lived for centuries thanks to the Golden Flower, eventually leading to the story of Tangled. Furthermore, both characters are vain and obsessed with physical beauty. Both wear a similar style dress. Gothel's dagger resembles the evil queen's dagger decor, and their old age appearances are strikingly similar. Coincidence? Number 9. Bing Bong is a monster. Inside Out and Monsters, Inc. Inside Out really knows how to get the tears flowing, like having imaginary friend Bing Bong fade from Riley's memory in the memory dump. It breaks our hearts just talking about it. The famous Pixar universe theory posits that every Pixar film takes place within the same universe, and that applies here. According to this surprisingly tantalizing theory, Bing Bong was a monster from Monsters Incorporated who used to make Riley laugh.
I went to all of your concerts.
Yeah, I blow a beat nose.
And remember, the ending of Monsters Inc. saw the titular creature switching from scares to laughter in order to produce more energy. Following this logic, it is possible that Riley based her imaginary friend off of the monster who used to visit her every night. Number 8. Captain Hook took Ariel's mother's life. Peter Pan and the Little Mermaid franchise. It's quite common for Disney protagonists to be minus a parent or two. Ariel, for instance, is without her mother, as Queen Athena died after meeting a violent band of pirates. This was the event that fueled King Triton's hatred of the human race. A rather tragic theory posits that the pirates responsible for Athena's death were none other than Captain Hook and his mischievous crew. It is, however, possible that Hook captured Athena and took her to Neverland, as a mermaid bearing a strong physical resemblance to Athena and Ariel can be seen lounging on a rock. If this is true, it gives us even more reason to hate the one-handed coward.
How's your day going?
Not bad. Well, you gotta run back to the store so you don't get cold. Alex?
Number 7. The CIA. Lilo and Stitch. Continuing the Disney tradition of orphaned protagonists are Lilo and Nani from Lilo and Stitch. Ving Rhames voices Cobra Bubbles, an ex-CIA agent turned social worker in Hawaii who also has connections to Roswell. problem. However, the theory postulates that Cobra is not actually a social worker, but that he has continued life in the CIA. In fact, he supposedly once worked with Lilo and Nani's parents, also CIA agents. He's there to look after their kids following their deaths. It's likely that he made some sort of promise to the girls' parents before they died, and used the facade of a social worker to get close to them. Number 6. Andy's mom, Emily. Toy Story 2. One of the most popular theories in the entire Disney canon regards a new character introduced in Toy Story 2, and maybe an old character as well. In the movie Status sequence, Jessie talks about her old owner, Emily. While the two remained close throughout Emily's childhood, Emily eventually outgrew Jessie and gave her up. Though it would be a major happenstance, it is possible that Emily is actually Andy's mom. Oh, Molly covered first. She'd be the right age, and we never learn her first name. Not only that, but Andy can be seen sporting a Jessie-style hat in the first movie. Could this be a hand-me-down accessory that was once owned by his mother? An accessory she received alongside her cowgirl Jessie doll? Number 5. Humanity's Extinction. Cars. This movie is arguably a lesser Pixar effort, but it contains what is also arguably the darkest theory in the canon. Viewers probably noticed a lack of humans in Cars. Was it simply a creative decision to focus on anthropomorphic vehicles, or is there something more sinister hiding under the surface? According to a theory posited by Art Department Coordinator Jay Ward, the Cars simply killed all the humans. In his mind, the Cars took on the personalities of their last drivers and proceeded to wipe out humanity in a mass extinction event. You know, Disney and Pixar movies contain some dark material, but this is something else. Number 4. Anna and Elsa's parents, Frozen and Tarzan. It seems like Tarzan might be connected to many classic Disney films. For example, some people theorize that Jane Porter could be a distant descendant of Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
But she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3.
Furthermore, it was previously theorized that Tarzan and Anna and Elsa from Frozen were secretly related. As everyone knows, Anna and Elsa's parents died in a shipwreck. But perhaps they survived, washed up on shore, established a small settlement in the jungle, and gave birth to a baby boy. They were then killed by a leopard, and the baby was raised by gorillas. Is Tarzan the long-lost brother of Anna and Elsa? Okay, almost certainly not, as Frozen 2 further disproved it, but it's still fun to consider. Number 3. WALL-E is Satan. WALL-E. There's nothing like taking a harmless kids movie and turning it into a metaphor about the devil. This theory states that WALL-E follows a similar structure as the Book of Genesis. The spaceships housing the remnants of humanity represent paradise without problems like war or hunger. WALL-E's seedling is the forbidden fruit, and by metaphorically consuming it, the captain loses his blissful ignorance, abandons paradise, and returns to the ravaged earth. The best part of it all, WALL-E offers the seedling in heat, prompting the eventual destruction of paradise. In this case, WALL-E is the serpent in the Garden of Eden who gives the forbidden fruit to Eve. Ergo, Satan. Number 2. Who is the Witch? Monsters, Inc. and Brave. The aforementioned Pixar
Where are you
shared
going?
universe strikes again with a particularly theory. It states that Boo was permanently scarred by her experiences in Monsters, Inc. and developed a fascination with the door's mechanics. Hoping to master the art of dimension hopping, Boo traveled to the Will-o'-the-Wisp, believing it to be the source of all magic. By utilizing its power, she created magic doors that can hop between times and he keeps a carving of Sully in her hut, and he inadvertently only created more ado while attempting to replicate her old monster friend. Or, in fact, who is the instigator of the entire shared universe theory? As the numerous Pixar Easter eggs are actually objects left behind by a dimension hopping. Overall, it's very sad.
I found that way. Too many unsatisfied customers.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Carl actually died. Up. As if Up couldn't get any sadder, this theory posits that Carl Fredricksen was actually dead for most of it. According to its proponents, elderly Carl passed away from a combination of grief and shock after learning that he needed to vacate his home.
Tell your boss he can have our house. Really? Well, I'm dead.
Russell is the guardian angel sent to transition a reluctant Carl to the afterlife, and it took the form of a young boy to honor Carl and Ellie's lost child.
What is this? First, elderly. I get it. I'll become a senior.
Carl's house represents his tether to the real world. Paradise Falls is his own personal heaven. Russell subsequently gets his wings, or in this case his merit badges, and Carl accepts death when his house lands in Paradise Falls. You thought the last one was sad. Look, Star Picks, check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo, and be sure.
Jerry Seinfeld is best known for his self-titled sitcom, and we see plenty of reruns of the hit on a nightly basis thanks to syndication.
A joke maker. Tell him, Jerry. I'm a joke maker.
Jerry also happens to be one of the most famous actors on the planet. He and his wife Jessica Seinfeld share 3 kiddos, Sasha, Shepard, and Julian, who all seem to be really cool kids. The actor tends to keep his personal life out of the spotlight when he can, though his wife Jessica seems to be a little more open about life at home and all that fatherhood entails. In 2020, Jessica opened up about what kind of father the actor is, telling Parents Magazine, "He's an incredible father, but the nicest way to say this is that he wasn't a natural when our kids were born." He jokes that it took him a good 10 years to warm up. Travels often and usually over weekends, so a lot of the early caretaking, sports, and activities were left to me. That's when she opened up about Jerry blossoming as a dad, and we absolutely love to hear it. Jessica told Parents, but Jerry's strength is now, with our 3 teenagers. He's patient with them. Where I am weaker, he is stronger, and we complement each other. I wouldn't change anything. While Jerry may have hit his stride as his kids entered their teen years, his daughter Sasha has already exited that part of her life. Now she's all grown up. It's not every day that Sasha Seinfeld's parents share photos of her on Instagram, but celebrations were in order during a milestone birthday. Jessica Seinfeld took to her Instagram account to share a series of pictures from Sasha's 21st birthday bash. The first image in the series captured Sasha sitting at a bar with a drink in hand. Jessica gushed on the post, "Our angel, Sasha Seinfeld, turns 21 today. We had the best weekend celebrating this phenomenal human being, along with her friends. Love her almost as much as we do. She works hard, she plays hard, and in between makes life better for everyone in her orbit." Jessica ended the post by expressing her love for her baby girl. "I love you, little magic girl. I am so proud to be your mom." The tribute also included a family shot of Sasha with her brothers and mom and dad. The crew all smiled at the shindig and saw Sasha sporting a glittery dress reminiscent of Paris Hilton's 21st birthday dress and fancy headpiece. How fun! Even though Jerry...
Pampers, the #1 nutrition recommended brand. After staying inside during the pandemic, celebrities are making some big changes with their looks in 2021. And those are the celebs we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm Mackenzie, and let's get into the top 10 celebrities who are unrecognizable in 2021. Part 3. In number 10, Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer shocked fans in a recent Instagram photo where she previewed her look while playing First Lady Betty Ford. The look is for a new Showtime series called The First Lady. The look, based off Betty Ford, features a 70s style short hairstyle with subtle brown highlights. She captioned the photo, "First look, the First Lady," then sharing a second photo with her co-stars Dakota Fanning and Aaron Eckhart. The comments under the post are shocked about the stunning transformation and can't wait to see Michelle on screen in the role. The series is an anthology docuseries that will feature the stories of several First Ladies of the United States, including Michelle Obama and Eleanor Roosevelt. In at number 9, Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling debuted an unrecognizable look to her Instagram for Halloween. She captioned the photo, "Bathrooms make the best selfies," along with sharing a full body picture where she's wearing heavy makeup. She shared another photo with a close-up of her look where she looked unrecognizable. The makeup was a dark smoky eye and a deep red lipstick. Fans speculated that the seductive look is a sign that she is newly single, after reports surfaced that she was getting a divorce from longtime husband, Dean McDermott. A source reportedly told Us Weekly last month that Spelling wants a divorce from her husband, quote, "but she feels trapped right now." Apparently, she is miserable but stayed for the kids. In at number 8, Brian Austin Green. After being kicked off Dancing with the Stars, Brian Austin Green shocked his fans when he returned to watch the show in an insane costume that made him unrecognizable. Green returned with his girlfriend and dancing partner, Sharna Burgess, who made a cameo for the Halloween episode. The pair were watching from the sidelines, but decided to get fully dressed up for the event. Sharna